Good morning, students. How are you? We had discussed the last days costing, cost accounting, cost accountancy. Yes, tell me. Difference between costing and cost accounting and financial accounting. Difference between cost accounting and management accounting. The types of accounting such as financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting. I think you got a brief idea about these points. Did you learn? Okay, you have to learn. Okay, you have to be up to date and you have to learn properly. Okay. Yes, did you complete your note contents? Okay. Let's move to new topic. Difference between cost accounting and management accounting. I gave you a brief idea about difference between cost accounting and management accounting earlier. Let's discuss in detail now. Okay. See this window. First column cost accounting and second column management accounting. All the points you have to write down. See, under cost accounting, it provides a base for management accounting. Okay, that is for the preparation of the reports to the management. The managers need some data. No, that data will be available from the production department. No, so for the management accounting, cost accounting will give some data. Okay, so it provides a base for management accounting. Then come to the column management accounting. See the first point. It is derived from both cost and financial accounting. I said already about financial accounting and cost accounting. So the management accounting will be done with the help of cost accounting and financial accounting data. Okay. And okay, then come to next point, cost accounting column. Second point, it does not include financial accounting, tax planning and tax accounting. Okay, I said already we will get all the cost involved for the production from the production department, and it does not include financial accounting. Financial accounting means all the, in case of financial accounting, we have to include all the activities done in a organization. So, in case of cost accounting, financial accounting data is not necessary. Tax planning is not necessary. Tax accounting is also not necessary. Then come to management accounting column, second point. It includes financial and cost accounting, tax planning and tax accounting. So management needs data, no, and they need all the data related to the organization. So financial, cost accounting, tax planning, tax accounting also include. Then only the management can take appropriate decisions. Okay, they need to take steps now. So they need all the data. Okay, otherwise they can't take appropriate decisions. Come to third point in the cost accounting column. The status of cost accountant comes after management accountant. So, management accountant has more importance. So, the status or the stage of cost accountant comes after management accountant alone. Then come to third point in management accounting column. Management accountant is senior in position to cost accountant. So I said already management accountant has the importance. Okay, comparatively he will be the senior. He will be the senior. Okay. Then come to fourth point, cost accounting. It deals with allocation, ascertainment, apportionment, and accounting aspect of cost. So, the cost accounting deals with the allocation of cost, okay, in different cost centers or different cost department, and ascertainment of cost, to find out cost, okay, then apportionment of cost, the same has to do the apportionment, then and accounting aspect of cost. After the ascertainment of cost, the accountant has to account the same. Then come to fourth point in management accounting column. It deals with the effect and impact of cost on the business. It deals with the effect and impact of cost on the business. So, we should find out cost, after the ascertainment of cost we have to account the same, and in case of management accounting they have to analyze the effect and impact on cost, okay. Then come to fifth point under cost accounting column. Cost accounting has a narrow approach. Cost accountant has a narrow approach. He has to refer to economic and statistical data for analyzing cost effect. So the approach of cost accountant is the narrow approach, and he has to refer economic and statistical data for analyzing cost effects. So he has to follow some rules, tools. He has to follow some rules. He has to follow some techniques, methods, etc. for the ascertainment of cost. And he has to refer economic and statistical data for analyzing the effect. Okay. Then come to management accounting column. Management accountant reports the effect of cost on the business along with the cost analysis. Then in case of management accounting, management accountant has to analyze the effect and impact of cost on the business, and they have to take remedial measures. He should not depend historical data, or he should not depend statistical data or some methods. He has to analyze available data and take remedial measures or take necessary steps, etc. Then come to sixth point in the cost accounting column. It lays more emphasis on past and less on future. It means it reports about costs that have already been incurred. So in case of cost accounting, the cost accountant has to report actual cost involved in case of production. Okay, actual cost involved in case of production. Okay, he has to consider actual cost alone. He should not consider any fictitious cost, etc. So he has to report about cost that have already been incurred. Then management accounting column, sixth point, it predicts the future on the basis of past events, present happenings, and future estimates. So in case of management accounting, they have to predict the future based on the available data. So, based on the available data, they have to predict the future on the okay. And they have to predict the future, or they have to do future estimates, etc. They can analyze the present status. They can take remedial measures. They can take necessary steps based on past events, and they have to estimate future also. Okay, they have to plan something for the future, etc. Okay, then come to seventh point. Come to cost accounting column, seventh point. Though cost reports are meant for management, they are useful even to external parties. So while they are doing cost accounting, they have to aim management. Okay, they have to submit the reports to management. Okay, it can utilize for the external reports also. Okay, external peoples can also access the reports and get the details. Okay, then come to management accounting column, seventh point. Management reports are useful only to the management. For the decision making purpose, management accounting has to be done. Then come to eighth point, cost accounting column. It has standard costing, variable costing, break-even analysis, that is CVP analysis, etc. as the basic tool and techniques. I said already, in case of cost accounting, they are using some methods or techniques. Such as standard costing, variable costing, CVP analysis, break-even analysis, etc. Okay, they can use these tools tools for the cost accounting purpose. Then come to management accounting column, eighth point. Along with these, management accountant has funds and cash flow statements, ratio analysis, etc. as his accounting tools and techniques. I said already, management accountants has to take decisions based on available data. Okay, and they can use some tools and techniques. Okay, and fund flow analysis, cash flow analysis, ratio analysis, statistical analysis, etc. are some tools and techniques used by the management accountants for the decision making purpose. Okay, all of you clear? Okay, you can pass your comments in comment box, then only I can understand. Okay, yes, you have to write down all the points in notebook, in your notebook, and learn the same. Yes, we can move to next topic. Cost accounting and cost accountancy. That is the next topic. Cost accounting and cost accountancy. The term cost accountancy has a wider meaning as compared to the term cost accounting. Cost accountancy includes the following. First one, cost accounting. It is the process of accounting for cost that we discussed in detail earlier. It is the process of accounting for cost. Cost involved, that is cost involved for the production, and so many costs are involved for the production. That cost we need to account in our books of accounts. The process of accounting for cost is called cost accounting. Then next one, costing. It is the technique and process of ascertaining cost. Costing is the technique and process of ascertaining cost. To find out cost, that is costing. To find out cost, that is costing. Then next term, cost control. Okay, to control the cost by using some methods that we discussed in detail later. Then next point, cost reduction. Cost reduction, we need to reduce cost in some situations, so we have to follow some tools and techniques for that we will discuss in later. Okay, then next point, cost audit. It is the verification of cost accounts and check the adherence to the cost accounting plan. It is the verification of cost accounts and check the adherence to the cost accounting plan. So, I think all of you understood. The term cost accountancy has a wider meaning as compared to the term cost accounting. Cost accountancy includes the following: cost accounting, costing, cost control, cost reduction, cost audit. All of you clear? Okay, then come to next topic. Objectives of cost accounting. What are the aim or what are the objectives of the cost accounting? See the first point, ascertainment of cost. It involves computation of cost incurred. Okay, I said already ascertainment means to find out the cost. So, what are the objectives of cost accounting? First one, ascertainment of cost. It involves computation of cost incurred. Okay. Cost incurred in production department, we need to find out cost, that is ascertainment of cost. Second objective, estimation of cost. We can estimate the cost. No, we can. There are actual cost and estimated cost. Okay, actual cost means the cost already incurred. Okay, the cost incurred actually. Okay, but estimated cost, it is the estimation of cost. Okay, then as compared to what has been the cost, it emphasizes on what is likely to be the cost or what should be the cost. Estimation of cost means what should be the cost. Okay, I said already there is actual cost. In case of cost accounting, we have to account our actual cost. Okay, that cost actually happened. Okay, then estimation of cost means what should be the cost in the beginning. For example, every organization should be estimate cost in the beginning of the financial year itself, and based on that estimated cost they have to plan for everything for that financial year. Okay, at the end of the financial year they will get actual cost. All of you clear? Okay, so estimation of cost means what should be the cost, that you have to keep in mind. Then third point, cost control. Cost control involves determination of standard cost, and second point, analyzing the cause of variations between standard and actual cost. How will you do cost control? Okay, I said already in the beginning of the financial year we have to estimate cost based on past events. Okay, and based on that estimated cost we have to plan something for the current financial year. Okay, and later we need to analyze the cost variations between estimated cost and actual cost. Okay, then we can take necessary steps towards the cost control. Okay, in order to cost control we have to consider estimated cost and actual cost. We have to analyze the difference between estimated cost and actual cost. If the actual cost is greater than estimated cost, we have to find out the reason and take necessary steps for eradicating such bad steps. Okay, then see for next point, fourth point, cost reduction. Cost reduction is another objective. Okay, we need to reduce cost and in order to maximize our profit we have to reduce our cost. Okay, if the cost is higher, profit is higher. No, okay, it's no matter. It's not okay, and we need to reduce cost. In order to reduce cost we have to take some steps. Okay, we have to follow some procedures. Okay, for example, last year we got sales value 1 lakh. Okay, based on that sales value we planned sales this month. Okay, sorry, I will repeat my example again. Last month we got sales value 1 lakh. Based on that sales value we planned sales value this month 1,50,000. Okay. Last month we incurred cost 10% of the cost involved. But this month we incurred 50% cost and we got 2 lakh sales value. It's not okay. Okay. But we need to reduce cost and maximize sales. Okay, that is good situation. That is the good situation. All of you clear? If it is not clear, ask me later. Okay. Then next point, fifth point, determining selling price. Okay. We have to analyze the cost. We have to calculate the cost, find out the cost. After then only we can fix the selling price. Okay, selling price equal to cost plus profit. Selling price equal to cost plus profit. Okay. We need to determine selling price also. For that we have to ascertain actual cost. Okay, that is another objective of cost accounting, determining selling price. Next objective, facilitating preparation of financial and other statements. Okay, so the organization needs to know the financial position of the organization. Okay, cost accounting is a part of the organization, but the ultimate aim is to find out the financial position of the organization. For ascertaining financial position of the organization, organization needs to prepare financial reports or financial statements. So cost accounting is also facilitating preparation of financial and other statements. A developed cost accounting system provides immediate information regarding stock of raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods. This helps in speedy preparation of financial statements. I'll repeat again. A developed cost accounting system provides immediate information regarding stock of raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods. Stock of raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods. This helps in speedy preparation of financial statements. So organization needs to know how much raw material is there, what is the total value of raw material, how much work in progress is there, what is the total value of work in progress, how much finished goods is there, total value of finished goods, and the cost involved for the production of finished goods. Okay, so then only the organization can prepare financial statements. So cost accounting is also facilitating preparation of financial and other statements also. So next objective, it provides basis for operating policy. It provides basis for operating policy. Example, make or buy, shut down or operate at loss, etc. So organization, in some situations organization needs to make some policy regarding shutdown, lockout, etc. So for that cost accounting provides a basis for operating policy. If the organization make changes in their existing policy, they can get the help of cost accounting reports also. Okay. Come to next heading, importance of cost accounting. What are the importance of cost accounting? Tell me children, what are the importance of cost accounting? We discussed some important words in case of cost accounting. Based on that words, can you tell me importance of cost accounting? Can you tell me importance of cost accounting? Okay. Many of you have some points in your mind, I know. Okay. Okay, come to the points one by we can discuss the points one by one. Okay, come to the points. First one, to the management. In case of management, what are the importance of cost accounting? That we are going to discuss first. First point, aids in price fixation. In case of management, they need to fix selling price, okay, or price. For example, you know, um, uh, in the beginning, I showed one video, no, cloth production industry. So the management needs to fix the price of shirt. Yes, okay. They produced many shirts and they involved some cost, and they need to fix price, selling price. Okay, so for that they need cost involved, total cost involved for the production. All of you clear? Okay. So it is an importance of cost accounting in case of management. First point, aids in price fixation. All of you clear? I hope all of you clear. Okay. Second importance, costing makes comparison possible. Management can compare last year cost and this year cost, and last month cost and this month cost, last week cost and this week cost, and management can compare to same type industries production cost. Okay, so the comparison of cost is possible. All of you clear? Comparison of cost is possible. Then third point, it provides data for periodical profit and loss account. It provides data for periodical profit and loss account. Management can prepare statements periodically. They can ascertain operating profit or loss of the organization periodically. So the cost accounting will be given the cost involved for the production. Okay, then the management can prepare profit and loss account profit and loss account frequently, and they can ascertain the operating profit or loss of the organization periodically. Next point, wastage are eliminated. Cost of the article can be known at every stage, and hence it is possible to check various forms of waste. Wastage also can be avoidable through the cost accounting process. I said already that point. Management can prepare periodical cost statement, periodical profit and loss account statement. So the management can analyze the wastage involved in case of production. They can avoid the wastage. Okay, through the periodical assessment or analysis, the management can take remedial measures for the reduction of for the increasing wastage. Okay, so they can reduce the wastage. Okay, then come to next point. It aids in determining and enhancing efficiency. Losses due to wastage are minimized, thus enhancing efficiency. Okay, so what do you understood about efficiency? Maximum production with the reduced cost. That is efficiency. Okay. Okay. So maximum production with the reduced cost. Okay. Maximum production is possible. Okay, in case of each and every person, maximum production is possible, but maximum production with a reduced cost is important thing. Okay, so efficiency means maximum production with the reduced cost. So cost accounting will be aid in determining and enhancing efficiency. Okay, so organization can analyze the cost involved. They can take necessary measures for that, and they can reduce the wastage, and through the reduction of wastage they can enhance efficiency also. Next point, it helps in inventory control. They can control the inventory, raw material control. They can do the raw material control. Okay, they can do the finished goods production control, etc. It helps in determining break-even point. Okay, break-even point we will discuss in detail later. So keep in mind that point. Helps in determining break-even point. Break-even point equal to fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. That is the formula for calculating break-even point. Fixed cost divided by contribution per unit, where contribution equal to selling price minus variable cost. Where contribution equal to selling price minus variable cost. Next point, helps in determining the level of output for a desired profit. Helps in determining the level of output for a desired profit. Level of output equal to fixed cost plus desired profit divided by contribution. Next point, it helps in periods of trade depression and competition. In period of depression, a firm may have to sell its product even below the total cost. While deciding whether to shut down or sell, the firm should keep operating as long as the fixed costs are being recovered. So the organization can analyze the cost. They can take appropriate decisions during depression or shutdown, etc., etc. Then what are the importance of cost accounting to the employees that we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the importance of cost accounting to the employees. Workers are benefited indirectly through increase in consumer goods and directly through continuous employment and larger remuneration. So, in case of cost accounting, workers are benefited indirectly through increase in consumer goods and directly through continuous employment and larger remuneration. So workers will get more employment and they will get continuous employment. If the efficiency of organization increase, organization can make more profit, and through that indirectly it will leads to the increase in work for the employees. In case of installation of costing system, there are some practical difficulties. Uh, Lack of support from top management. There are some practical difficulties or for the implementation of costing system. One of the point, lack of support from top management. The bottom level managers will take some measures or supervisors will take some measures. So, this is due to resistance to the additional work involved. The difficulty can be overcome by students. We discussed the importance of cost accounting to the management and to the employees in detail. See this diagram, you will get an idea. Okay. Then advantages, importance of cost accounting or advantages of cost accounting to the management, to the employee, to the society, to the creditor and to the government. Okay, so cost accounting have a wider scope, and the people who are working in all area will get the advantages of cost accounting. Okay, the advantages to management and employee we discussed in detail. Okay, see the points again. Advantages to management points, we can see the points one by one. Fixation of responsibility, measurement of economic performance, helps in minimizing wastage and losses. It facilitates comparison and its analysis, fixation of price, guidance for future production policy, and it aids decision making. Okay, then come to next one, advantages to employees. It facilitates good wage policy by merit rating technique, which is conducted by scientific process. So the cost accounting how will benefit to employees? That the wage policy will be fixed by using merit rating policy. This merit rating policy is a cost accounting technique. So, okay, come to next point, advantages to society. Society will get reduced rated products with good quality, and it will help to minimization of cost of production. As you know, we discussed in detail earlier, the by the use of cost accounting techniques, methods, etc., the cost of production can be reduced. So with the lowest cost of production, companies can fix lowest price to their products also. Okay, all companies will be given good quality of products, but high price. Now if they can reduce the cost of production, they can provide the same in market with the lowest price. So see this, society will get minimization of cost of production. Okay, then come to next advantages to creditor. Creditor, it will be increased the confidence of creditor in the capital employed. So creditors will get a confidence to invest their money in such a projects. So see second point, knowing every aspect of production easily by using cost accounting. So creditor will get a confidence to invest their money in such a product, an organization. So they will get an idea about the production processes, production cost, etc. Okay, by using cost accounting. So all the creditors will get an idea about the organization, about production process, and the creditors will get about the cost of production, etc., from these cost accounting statements. So creditors will get a confidence. Okay, then to the government, advantages to the government, that is last one, advantages to the government. In order to fix policies by the government, they can consider cost accounting statements. Okay, in order to fix taxation policies and wage fixation, etc., they can consider cost accounting statements also. See the points one by one. Help in formulating policies regarding taxation, price control measures, wage fixation, etc. See second point. Help in assessing and preparing national plans. See the third point. Help in assessing excise duty, income taxes, sales tax, VAT. Now it is GST, etc. Okay. Come to next heading. Installation of cost accounting system. See this heading, installation of cost accounting system. There are some practical difficulties to install a good cost accounting system. Okay, that are okay. See the practical difficulties for installation of cost accounting system in an organization. We can see the points one by one. Okay, if it is not clear, you can ask. Okay, then first point, lack of support from top level management. In some situations, there is lack of support from the top level management. It may be due to insufficient fund, okay, and ego clash, and a conflict between lower level managements and high level managements, etc. Okay, so see the first point, lack of support from top management. This is due to resistance to the additional work involved. The difficulty can be overcome by instilling a sense of cost consciousness in the minds of the top management. Sometimes top level management is forced to give good salary to the employees. They need to appoint more employees instead of current employees, and in some situations they are forcing to invest more fund. They need to improve their infrastructural facilities, etc. No, so so the management will be refused to implement such a cost accounting system. Okay, so that is first point, lack of support from top level management. If the lower level managers didn't get support from top level management, they can't do anything. Okay, they can raise their suggestions to the management. Management has to give opportunity for implementing everything. Okay, otherwise they can't do lower level managers can't do anything. So lack of support from top level management is the first practical difficulty for installation of cost accounting system. Second point, resistance from the existing staff. Okay, if a manager is ready to implement a new cost accounting system, some staffs will not be adjust that. Okay, so the resistance from the staffs will be raised. So it is also a practical difficulty. They see the explanation. They should be explained that the costing system would not replace but strengthen the existing system and open to them new areas of development. In some situations, staffs will raise some points. They need training. They need more training. They need more employees, and they can't adjust a new system. It is better. Existing system is better. Okay, so staffs will not be adjusted to new system. Okay, so in some situations, in such a situations will be adverse, will be an adverse system, adverse situations for the installation of good costing system. The next point, non-cooperation at other levels. You know, I think you learned hierarchy of organization in your first year business, and you know, there are different levels of employees from top level management to bottom level, bottom level. So other level employees is also there, no, and society is also there, etc., etc. No, so non-cooperation at other levels. In our hierarchy, there are different employees. So refusal from other level employees. The last point, heavy cost, unnecessary sophistication and formalities should be avoided. There should be a heavy cost for the implementation of if the if the implementation of new costing system, they need if they need more money to the implementation of new cost accounting system, it will be an adverse situation for the installation of costing system. Students, I think all of you got the points. If you have any doubt, you can raise your questions. You can ask me in comment box, or tomorrow we will see in online class, and that time you can ask your queries. Okay, then thank you.